What it is, chat? You already know what it is. Your boy K the fuck X. We in the dungeon, man. We back for another. We about to do the reaction with your boy Mac Moolah. You already know. Hey, chat. Listen to this peep game real quick. I need your help. I need your help with chat. Help me out to get 50K subscribers in 1 month. If you can help me get 50K subscribers in 1 month, boy, we gonna bump the community up. And if I'm on, you on with me. All I need is your help to get the 50K subscribers in 1 month. And let's get into this video. You heard me, enough talk.
Duck is confronted outside of the Dolce & Gabbana store by around 4 masked individuals who hop out of the car, opening fire.
Duck
pulls a gun and tries to return fire, but it jams. Falling to the ground.
This Moolah, he crazy. He got all type of button up there.
Bro.
Oh,
my mama, they on the block, Scud. They on the motherfucking block, Scud.
That's a DA.
Gangsta boy Mac Moolah, aka Mr. Moolah Mac. This is some
saucy.
untold, newly revealed information, I guess, about FBG Duck's murder. Man, I'm from the great. Rest in peace to FBG Duck. Y'all know how that shit go, man. Push the pace. Let's start there.
The morning of the 4th of August 2020, the members from O Block are chilling on their block, openly celebrating Lord Tuka and Zara.
No, the crazy part is I was downtown. That's the actually insane part. I was not too far from when it happened, gang. On God, I can tell you why. Cause I was broke at that time. I was broken out. Me and my homie was doing DoorDash weeks, like all the time downtown. You feel me? So it was one of them days.
Now niggas getting that bag.
This my trap. I'm making $10 a delivery. This shit take 10 minutes. I might make 2. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
this was my trap at the time. So we doing Uber Eats, and I was like probably 4 blocks away when I seen this shit on Twitter. I'm damn.
Or as they call it, and discussing their operation.
And like I said, you in a dungeon right now.
Recording live.
This is my dog on Chain Day.
So you ain't got you one right now?
Okay.
Roll you one up. If you got one, light it up, sit back and kick with your boy K the fuck X in the dungeon.
Big grocery bag of that. You got in your bag, bitch. That man, you know that man. What you got over here, folks, on King David?
I'm sitting on King David.
Everybody got it.
Really doink, nigga. No, that's all they do. We smoke. Big point, nigga. On Big N. Yeah, motherfucker out. That's my son on Chain David right there. That's my son on 4 now. How much money y'all made today? Another 100K nigga just walked. I just came outside like 30 minutes ago. North South Virgin. I remember the hood. 1200. I still got
Man, get you one of these big pieces.
It's clear that the guys from O Block have absolutely no worries about committing crimes on camera.
Oh, this was the same day he died? It was alive like that?
And later that day, we would see just how
tweaking. I ain't know that.
This truly reckless attitude. 4 a.m. that same morning, FBG Duck wakes up in a bad mood, making a Facebook status suggesting that he was angry about the murder of his...
Yeah, I've been taking care of this
chat,
field
we
for
about to
20
go
years.
ad free. All you gotta do is hit that like button, hit that sub button.
Question. Why do the field?
So all you gotta do is hit that like and that sub button. Comment shit, I do get back.
Just that very same day. Because on the afternoon of August the 4th, 2020...
No, this happened the same day?
That's wild, chat.
I didn't know this.
1 month after the release of FBG
That
Duck's
man got
incredibly
same day he
disrespectful
dropped
song,
the
Dead Bitches, Duck goes shopping in the Gold Coast, a place that's been described as the Rodeo Drive of Chicago, a luxury, high-end shopping district and a high-profile tourist area. And it was here that FBG Duck...
That's like the Rodeo Drive of Chicago. I don't know if this Oak Street. I just think this might be. Yeah, I think this is Oak Street. But Oak Street's like what Hermes at. You know, Barney's used to be right there. Goddamn it. I think it's a Richard Mille store on that street.
Like, high-end shopping district and a high-profile tourist area.
And it was here that
FBG Duck must have been
set the
located
price.
by his
I turn my ass around.
They had to lock their ass
end
up.
up here 30 minutes away from O Block, arriving directly outside where Duck is shopping. At about 4:37 p.m., Duck is confronted outside of the Dolce & Gabbana store by around 4 masked individuals who hop out of the car, opening fire. Duck pulls a gun and tries to return fire, but it jams, falling to the ground.
That's crazy.
Not okay. Listen, I have a mentorship called the Moolah Membership where I'm going to teach you how to get rich with business, YouTube, crypto, kind of going like close by me type shit, you know?
I just want to know what story true though. Did he try to blick back? Or did his girl try to blick back? Because there's 2 stories out there. Like, I want to know. Hit me back, chat. Let me know.
And like, I ain't gonna say a lot, but type shit like, gang, can you imagine if it get like on that, like shorty close, like they right there, and you had to up
He
your
was
pipe.
on his ass.
You gotta blow right here. It's this your life, shorty. It's life or death. And you go to blow, and that motherfucker clip. That motherfucker gonna blow. You steady pulling, that motherfucker not going. Dang.
Hey, chat, help your boy get to 50K subscribers in 1 month. You hear me? Just hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, comment, and share it. Most of all, hit that subscribe button. I do hit back in the comment box. I keep it real, I keep it 100. It's all authentic over here, nothing fake.
Imagine how scared you get in that moment, and you just start getting hit up, and you damn near know it. So
himself as bullet
crazy,
after bullet is fired into his body. Duck is shot numerous times, with some outlets even reporting that he could have been shot as many as 38 times. And he's left to die there by the shooters, who immediately flee the scene in their cars. A man and a woman that were standing with Duck at the time of the shooting are both injured but luckily survive. At this point, scared and angry members of the public begin to crowd around Duck's body, with some even videotaping the aftermath of this terrible crime. Eventually, a 12-minute video is uploaded in its entirety, depicting the aftermath of that incident, where Duck lays there on the ground for an extended period of time, fighting for his life. This video is far too shocking to show you on YouTube, but once again, it really drives home just how much destruction these killers were so willing to inflict on the streets that they live in and upon the fellow citizens who live there
really
alongside.
want him.
Duck's mother would
Hit him
later
on that street, that time of day.
I don't know if this shit has happened before, but can y'all imagine
They
in
wanted
LA,
him.
like, or New York, niggas from the hood pull up to Times Square, see they op wetted up with 38 shots and pull off like it's GTA. This shit don't happen, gang. That's crazy. I don't know why they would do that.
Ambulances getting
Why
through,
wouldn't you wait till he get to the hood? I'm not even trying to, like, you know.
Right,
I ain't
that's
tryna,
all I said. Like,
give advice on how to
how y'all got locked up so
end
quick.
somebody's life type shit. You hear me? But
Y'all in the wrong neighborhood doing that.
it's just dumb. Like, they had to get you, boy.
Tension in the adequate time frame.
They even blocked the ambulance off from getting to him. See, that's what they don't want the world to know.
That's wild
But
as shit.
I'm gonna tell it. And I'm gonna get justice for my son.
That's
After
crazy.
Duck's killing, this brazen, broad daylight shooting made international
Chicago
news,
PD
with
for you
reporters
right there, boy.
comparing
Let
the
your
killing
ass
to
out.
the
That's
slaying
that
of
Dutch nigga, yeah,
Chicago
let him
mob
go.
bosses back in the 30s.
On August 4th, 2020, it looked like an old-time outfit attack here on Chicago's Oak Street. 2 attack cars, 4 shooters, and a hail of bullets. But the target wasn't a 1930s gangster. He was a new millennium rapper, FBG Duck.
Considering how publicly this murder was carried out, there was an insane amount of media attention around Duck's death. And according to his own mother, Duck had been reported dead on the news before she had even had an opportunity to identify her son's body.
That's
The
crazy,
news actually
yo.
announced he was dead before I can even go to the hospital.
But even more chilling than that is the fact that Duck's mother witnessed
That's
people
fucked
finding out
up.
about the news on the street and clapping in joy.
Somebody actually clapped in the crowd when they pronounced my son being deceased. I hit the floor.
That's disrespectful,
I
cuz.
couldn't believe it.
Adding even further insult to Duck's family in this horrible time, the mayor of Chicago came out with a statement saying that Duck fancied himself as a rapper, but was really just a gangster. Clearly not aware of the work that Duck was doing to improve his life, or the pledge that he'd made his mother after his brother's death to focus on the music rather than the streets. Now, people made a lot of the fact that this happened in such an upscale and upmarket part of Chicago, far from the rundown hoods where this beef supposedly originated from. One article spoke of Duck bringing a street fight between the have-nots into turf controlled by the haves, suggesting that these drill rappers are so-called have-nots that usually just kill each other on the south side of the city where nobody cares. Going on to say that these killings are being done for clout, and comparing all of the white people standing
all
on
that
the
was
street
for,
watching
clout.
Duck die to the movie
They
Hotel
crashed
Rwanda.
out big
Going
time
on to
for
say
clout.
that because of the socio-economic implications of
They
Duck
should've been on my
dying
number
this
one
way
crash out
in
list.
this location meant that there would be no way that his
If you
killers
ain't
would
see
obey
it, go
justice. This is
scroll
something
down my
that Duck's own
playlist.
mother once again echoed in a Vlad TV interview.
They
Go to
want
Dungeon.
justice for
You'll
my
find it
son
quick. Go to
just
my
as well
profile.
as anybody else because they feel they're not
It's
safe.
under the Live
If this
Dungeon.
can happen
Go
down
to
here,
number one
Duck's mother
crash
also
outs.
vowed to get
This
justice
happened
for her
down
son.
here. What the
I
hell is
want
going
them
on?
prosecuted. If they dead, they're not gonna do nothing.
But for over a year, there was no justice, as Duck's killers evaded all consequences for what they had done. But even more
them a
shocking
year.
than that, they weren't quiet about it either.
Yeah,
running free in the streets and on social media, soaking up.
Well, y'all ass was supposed to go to Kansas.
Bah.
Y'all was supposed to get found in Alaska somewhere, from the grade, Antarctica, Greenland. You hear me? Middle of Canada. It's 2 people. You got
Come
2
on,
neighbors, and that's it. 50 miles type. You supposed to be over there somewhere. You hear
All
me?
right.
Living a whole brand new life. You know what I'm saying? You supposed to be making money in this time. in about 3 to 6 months, he was supposed to be gone. Y'all on
Ghost.
Instagram popping it. Talking about smoking duck. Whatever, duck on your shoes.
Dumb shit.
Duck, but duck. We on the block, gang, gang. I got the bodies. Y'all
Big
that's
trolling.
So, okay? That's what. Of course, it's for clout. Cause y'all telling on y'all self. If the shit wasn't for clout, if you was really a street, that's why I say, if you was really a street nigga, you wouldn't care nothing about no clout. You would be clapping niggas and going home. You hear me? Just going to sleep like it's nothing. You wouldn't care nothing about no clout. You wouldn't care nothing about saying nothing. It should be all
Every
lame
single
though.
drip of
Like,
clout
Most
that
definitely
they
do.
just for being involved
Right.
in this horrific crime. It's no coincidence that following the murder of FBG Duck, that the cops had several cars watching over O-Block. They were apparently there to stop retaliation attacks, with warnings being issued in the local community that young people should stay off the streets because bullets are about to fly. The cops knew where the bullets that had killed Duck had been sent from, and it was a safe bet that some may be sent back in that direction soon after. But the thing is, building the actual case to catch the people that killed Duck would take some time. But fortunately, those who were involved in the crime would begin dropping crumbs and clues from the very moment that they got back from the hit. The very day that FBG Duck is killed, C Murder from O-Block posts a picture of himself to Instagram doing the GD killer hand sign with the caption "Anyway GDK," a reference to a King Von lyric. Meanwhile, on the other side of the spectrum, soon after Duck's killing, Lil Durk went live on Instagram whilst getting off of a private jet. He didn't really say anything, but the comments are crammed with people mentioning that FBG Duck was just murdered. Of course, Durk was conveniently out of Chicago whilst this happened, something he had made publicly clear on Twitter only hours before the hit took place.
Yeah. I did not know this.
Hey, yo. You hearing this, chat?
And it's not to implicate nothing, shorty, on God. I ain't even gonna say to play on police games, but it's crazy.
You hear
How
this,
shit
chat?
be looking, gang.
Hey, you ain't gotta say it. It's right
at the
there.
end of the day, this just a movie.
Maurice also sliding in on the
there.
alibi too. Now, a lot of people speculated that Lil Durk going live so soon after Duck's murder was a calculated move to show the world and the authorities that he was indeed far away from the crime when it happened, the perfect alibi. But on the flip side, Durk would also go on to tweet "Rest in peace Newski," his cousin, only an hour and a half after Duck was killed. So clearly, Duck's passing meant something to him. And the day after Duck's death, King Von would release his song with Lil Durk, "All These N-Words." That track doesn't have any
crazy.
specific
Oh,
lyrics.
I didn't
niggas.
know he dropped that the day after he died.
That's real.
These niggas is diabolical.
And a half
Right.
after Duck was killed. So clearly, Duck's
These
passing
niggas
meant
diabolical,
something to him.
man.
And the day after Duck's death,
Yeah.
King Von would release his song with Lil Durk, "All These N-Words." That track doesn't have any specific
That
lyrics
song hard,
pertaining to
too,
Duck's
though,
death, but the timing can't be ignored. And
Big
of course,
troll.
it's
And
filled with
like
King
the shit he was talking about, and a video he got away from the block.
Von rapping about having bodies from way back. The fact that they went ahead and still released this in spite of what was going on just goes to show you there were really no plans for O-Block or their affiliates to keep quiet after this event had played out. And the same day that that song drops, Mimo600 is seen smoking a blunt on IG Live, whilst all the comments ask if it's Duck that he is smoking. And he confirms this by showing off a custom Duck Cali pack.
no.
But he wasn't the only one showing disrespect. 600 Breezy dropped a snippet of an FBG
remember
Duck
that.
diss
That was
song,
crazy
pondering
too.
publicly whether he should still release it even though Duck is dead. But it was exactly 10 days after Duck's murder, on August the 14th, 2020, when King Von is seen in Atlanta
He did
at the
drop
Icebox
Duck.
Jewelers, picking up a number of diamond-encrusted
No,
custom...
that was 10 days later.
Right.
Exactly 10 days off
10 days later, and he ain't Icebox getting O-Block.
If that ain't self.
after Duck's murder, on August the
What
14th,
is it?
2020, when King Von is seen in Atlanta at the Icebox Jewelers, picking up a number of
He
diamond...
got their fucking name on the logo.
encrusted custom O-Block chains for his goons, even posting a handy list of names who would receive these chains next to it. Now, I don't know what was engraved on every single one of these personalized chains, but taking a closer look at the backside of Von's personal extra-large O-Block chain, we can see what this is really about, because it's engraved with the names of 9 fallen O-Block associates, along with a crosshair, the number 64, the old name for O-Block, Wick City, and the tagline, O-Block for life. Von himself had this extra-large O-Block chain, whilst the smaller ones were distributed to other members. This includes several people who are now in custody for the murder of FBG Duck. People like C Murder and Moo Wop, who was seen flexing his new chain extensively on IG.
Ah, he was in his glow.
Yeah.
He like, yeah.
And we saw the likes of DQ being gifted his chain personally by King Von. Now, for the record, Von had been planning to give his hitters chains for several...
This shit like GTA for real, gang. What's going on, twin?
That shit like Grand Theft Auto.
Of FBG Duck, even being seen on social media consulting with his crew about the change.
If you know, I know.
May 2020.
You hear me, young?
Yeah.
White gold, yellow gold, or rose gold?
I say white.
Yeah,
White gold.
white.
You know how that shit body white.
And even custom designing them at Icebox before
So you know how that shit bite. That's right. Come on, you know I gotta be white
trains
gold.
getting shown off until 10 days after Duck's murder, when a full video about them was released on Icebox's YouTube channel, where we see King Von basically explaining that specific chains are to be customized for specific getbacks, with the vengeance of Shoroid apparently corresponding to a Shoroid squad chain.
Three big chains though.
1992 to
Who got the other big old blocks
Okay,
on?
who's that one for?
Sherrod squad.
Just, I want to know the name.
Yeah, I know. C murder.
And then you just, how do you spell this? C-H?
H-E-N-O. Right here.
So right here, Ivan, we're just adding C-H-E-N-O.
I think Smooth when Rose Gold.
Who all got rose gold?
I think Smooth when Rose Gold.
So with his team fully iced out, his biggest rival out the way, and arguably the biggest getback of his career,
That ain't
himself,
Smooth one,
it really
Rose
makes
Gold.
sense for Von to get as far away as possible from the streets and focus on his music career. And the day after taking delivery of those O-Block chains, Von would be back on Instagram teasing new music. But funnily enough, the fans seemed more interested in the getbacks than the songs, with the comments going crazy mentioning the death of Duck. And Von would eventually even have to tell people to stop talking about it, as the comments got so clogged with people mentioning Duck.
Man, that motherfucker pay anything about some big clout of FB, anything on this bitch. I'm striking niggas out like baseball, come on.
But Von wouldn't avoid the topic for long. As the days go by, him and his team would lean into social media, getting more and more used to the fans constantly bringing up the killing of Duck. A couple days later, Von was on IG Live with DQ in a store, unable to help himself but mock the ops just a little bit, telling his IG Lives that there ain't no more FBG.
All that dissing or saying something or even acting like y'all with some shit that y'all know for sure ain't with, I'ma smash y'all on y'all. I ain't gonna play like that. See, and we know y'all ain't gangsta, y'all on the internet. We know y'all ain't gangsta, y'all ain't trying to do that.
Vaughn,
Ain't no more FB.
my dude.
Ain't that right, Big DQ? Ain't that right?
You already know that, Kodak.
Yeah, that right.
Ain't that right, Big DQ?
A couple of days after that, Von is on O-Block, with
Ain't that
Gleesh
the nigga
telling the
one of
ops
the
to
niggas
pull
they
up.
shot?
Tell her what we doing today, Gleesh. We on the block.
Get it on. We on the block. Look, pull up. Y'all know when he come out, it's a fucking movie. Pull up in the lot. On BD, just pull up in the lot.
August the 22nd, and O-Block Woney goes live saying that he's smoking on Duck and telling his
Hey chat, if you still in the building with me, if you in the dungeon kicking with your boy, man, look, if you ever get DMV or you want to get hit up like the subway in Harlem, all you gotta do is hit me up. I'm gonna get you in, I'm gonna get you out. We gonna have you looking right for the low price. We got the best prices in town. Chat, look at the cheap game. We need to get to 50K subscribers in 1 month. Help your boy out. Get to 50K subscribers. We on board. Let's get back into this. You hear me? You in the dungeon, your boy K the fuck Hacks. 50K subscribers. Need your help, chat. Just hit that button. That's all.
viewers that you can get hit anywhere, any place, and that they're still dangerous.
Smoke the wood to the duck. Smoke the wood to the duck. You know? Shit can happen to you. You could die. Whatever can happen. Like, you know, anywhere. You know, like, it could just happen. Like, you know, we dangerous. Like, we pull up on you and shit. Like, like your taco. I'm on house arrest. But this shit can happen. Like, it can happen.
Pop your taco.
It can happen like whenever, wherever.
What you talking about?
Somewhere in traffic.
The day after that, Kenny Mac posts up on Instagram a picture with C-Murder saying that they're killers, and a few days later, on August the 28th, C-Thang would go live to an audience of around 10 people, quickly getting spooked by the fact that the only people that showed up were fans saying that he killed Duck. But one of the most famous incidents of self-snitching in this story would surface on August the 31st, 2020, when an interview is released with Boss Top from O-Block speaking on camera. This interview is him surrounded by members on the block, speaking about what things were like before the fame and discussing his relationships with King Von and Lil Durk. Thing is, if you're going to take a vlogger into a gang stronghold, you might want to be a bit more careful about what you say and where you say it, because this interview with Boss Top contained a number of very incriminating details. First thing they do is walk onto the block telling the camera that their homies are smoking brick and duck.
We got phone rolling up brick over there. Phone rolling up brick over there. Phone putting the duck out right there. Oh, we got a lot of people in there.
Hell, if you look at the
Come
comments
on,
on
man,
this video,
wow,
you will
man.
see that there is a bunch of people pointing out the fact that there is a car, the same model as the one that was used in the murder of FBG Duck, parked right next to them. Sure, it could be a coincidence, but it does make you wonder why only less than a month after a gangland murder in the middle of a busy street that these guys are inviting vloggers to their block to record them. And so it was in this very interview that Boss Top from O Block would post up in front of the camera telling the vlogger that he is willing to answer anything. Anything, you say?
The next question I'm gonna ask you. I'm asking any question. Any question? Any question? I'm answering that shit.
Well, naturally, he is eventually asked about FBG Duck, and his answer is really something. Boss Top immediately says that Duck shouldn't have dissed their dead homie T-Roy before catching himself and then shutting up.
FBG Duck, you know, any thoughts on him? Like, did you know him? Who, Duck? Did you know him before, like everything?
Like that. I don't know. All I know, don't say that shit about Troy or rest in peace, Duck.
Did he really
But if
just...
that wasn't enough, flustered Boss Top then redirects the camera's attention to the
Did he
hidden
really
stand behind
just-
them, one of whom does a nose-wiping motion.
Okay, so you got anything about FBG Duck? That's you know what I'm saying? You know, don't say shit about Troy. That's it. Don't say shit about Troy. Get that guy over there.
Then he got the old blockchain on.
Come on, man, don't do that. Don't do that. You know I know that.
Look,
Stop playing.
he trying to get up out of there like, no, man.
I was sitting right there, I would have got my ass up and walked away. Crazy as hell, boy.
Boss Top will then go on to call his O-Block chain a trophy.
This shit ain't no motherfucking chain. This like, it's like a trophy to this our brother, you know? This shit more than the chain. This shit way more than the chain. This shit our lifestyle.
Now, this most incriminating section of the interview was removed from that video around a year before the arrests took place. But that particular clip was captured and still circulates to this day. And even though that part's edited out, all of the original comments remain, with many long before the arrests, pointing out that Boss Top indeed did point directly at one of Duck's shooters. But it would be unfair for Boss Top to take the blame for all of the self-snitching, because as the days go by, O-Block members continue to appear on camera and on social media, leaking incriminating info that appeared to tie them to the crime. On September the 2nd, Big Woney goes live on Instagram once again, this time arguing with one of FBG Duck's friends, FBG Measle, with Woney bragging that they can't diss O-Block because O-Block kill their ops.
Why diss niggas that's killing y'all? Nah, my homies stood up your homies. It's different.
Damn.
I get stood up.
Hey, Wildin' on fucking live. What's going on with these
Keep
kids?
mentioning, motherfucker, keep mentioning Duck name, Brick name. Fuck, Duck, what the fuck? I'm finna grab the Duck joints. I don't want to have that come out.
The day after that, C-Thang and Big Woney are seen on IG Live again, this time showing themselves on FaceTime.
At the end of the day, bro, this bunch of grown ass kids, man, Instagram live yelling back and forth on the camera.
Come on. Two little ass girls on the fucking neck yelling at each other.
Jacksonville case.
Weirdos.
Hey, Fodden, who you smoking on, man? I'm on live right now, man. Who you smoking on, man?
Don't say
Who
it.
you smoking on from the rack, man?
I know you're not about to laugh.
What'd you say? What'd you say? They can't hear you, folk. Duck.
Come on.
You smoking that duck, crack, crack? Duck, crack, crack? You say you smoking that duck,
Crashing
boy,
out.
queso, smoking
Clout.
duck,
Clout.
baby.
All for clout.
Yeah, so that was Queso from Jacksonville saying that he's smoking on Duck too. It's really crazy to see how Woney and C-Thang just could not resist the clout that was on offer in that moment. They were on a phone call with another killer and they just couldn't help but brag about the killings that they had done themselves. They truly wanted the whole world, state to state, to know that they killed Duck. Only a few days after that,
For what though?
IG Live doing a goddamn impression of FBG Duck.
You finna say, it's a real nigga party, you cannot get in. Busting out the zings. Pulling up the music.
He fucking kicking dog.
No, I'm not your friend.
Wrong. I'm not laughing at this situation. I'm laughing at wrong, cuz.
Oh, no.
Help your boy get a 50K subscribers. Hit that subscribe button, that like button, that comment button. I hit back in the comment chat.
These niggas are diabolical, bro.
Let me get in.
Just keep on whatever he was saying.
Hey, it's crazy.
Said what he said. Did your push-ups this morning? No.
But it wasn't just the O-Block
No.
on September the 10th,
No.
Niggas in the comments, look at the niggas in the comments. Goofy ass there, man. Rich people. Not from 63rd. Who is you, bro? You don't.
Everybody goofy as fuck. Don't even know what's going on.
Of course, the comments are immediately crammed
Down there, chat box.
dissing Duck, and Measle begins to respond
Crashing out
by dissing deceased O-Block members like HK and T-Roy.
with a battery in your back.
Troy, suck my dick, Troy.
At a certain point, Measle throws on FBG Duck's mad disrespectful anthem Dead Bitches and continues to diss his ops.
Big cloud went nowhere, nigga. Fuck the O, fuck T-Roy, fuck Baldy, fuck all Troy.
Oh no.
Measle. We stay smoking Troy little ass. On phone him his little ass.
They said on phone now.
But here's where things get a little strange. Because at a certain point, an account that appears to belong to Zell Munna, an alleged relative of HK and T-Roy, begins commenting on this live, asking where Measle is. But here's the thing. It was unclear whether or not this was really Zell Munna from O-Block, because his official Instagram page had an underscore rather than a full stop. In fact, even the real Zell with the underscore under his name chimed in to try and let everybody know that there was a fake account impersonating him commenting on this page. And it does make you wonder, who was the fake Zell with the full stop in their name? Was it really just Zell on a burner account trolling? Could it be one of the ops trying to draw Zell? Or could it be the feds trying to seed information that they already knew? Well, perhaps we'll never know. But what happened next is crazy, because this fake Zell account with a full stop in the name posts a flurry of comments on Measle's live, seemingly taking full responsibility for the murder of Duck. One comment says, "Fuck Duck, we won." Measle, seemingly unaware that this is a potentially fake account commenting, begins to say that he's going to beat Zell's ass.
Hey Zell, shorty, I will beat your ass on my day. You a bitch.
But from here, the fake Zell with a full stop in his name releases a barrage of comments, saying, "Ask Duck about us," followed by duck emojis. He says, "Ask Duck about that FN," which is a manufacturer of guns. He says Duck couldn't take that FN. He then says, "Ask your homie about them blue tips," which is referring to a type of bullet that the FN guns take, going on to say that the entire op-block is dead. And at a certain point, people begin to comment saying that Zell is losing his mind and that he should know better than comment these things. Other accounts clock onto the fact that this is a fake Zell commenting, but at a certain point, other fake accounts begin to pop up in the comments, impersonating other O-Block members saying incriminating things. Things like C Murder is going to kill Measle. Clearly Measle doesn't get the message about all the fake ops that are in his comments, and he begins to diss Zell once again.
Fuck T-Roy, you know, D them dead. Hey, boy, Zell Munna, boy. You a bitch.
What's going on with them, man?
Pictures in the O.
From here, a whole bunch of similar fake accounts impersonating O-Block members, not even very well, begin to appear, including this one with the literal name Real O-Block Member 600, an account that no
Just
longer
wants some
exists on Instagram.
followers.
This account would extensively diss Duck too, and beginning to ask for Measle's location, just like the fake Zell account did at the start. At this point, people begin to speculate in the comments that all these fake accounts had been made by the real Zell, who was just trying to cover his tracks. And from here, more accounts pop up asking very police-like questions, even referring to FBG Duck by his government name. From here, people begin to comment that the feds are active in the chat.
That's who that
Eventually,
was.
the live ends, leaving me with a whole lot of questions. Now, we're probably never going to know who was really behind some of the comments on this live, but let's just imagine for a minute that none of them were the real Zell. Just imagine how scary that would be if you were involved in a murder that everybody knew you did, and people were literally online pretending to be you, boasting about that murder in a way that's so convincing your ops can't really tell.
But they did the same.
That must have been truly terrifying for Zell. A few days after this, BJ, DQ, and Zell go live on O-Block, and one of the top comments on this says that these guys are dropping new clues about this murder on a daily basis. But it was
so I'm just saying, if y'all see, I know y'all see these comments, bro. I know y'all see these videos. I know y'all ain't slow.
City.
So my question is, why continue? Why would you do that?
They doing it for the glitter.
That's dumb.
For the glitter. They want the cloud.
September the 16th, 2020, that things got really
crashing
serious.
out, chat.
Von himself begins to tweet publicly.
You still in the building with your boy in the dungeon?
FBG Duck had a song
Help
together,
your boy
telling
get
his
that
followers
50K
on Twitter
subscribers.
that they had settled their differences
Hit that
before he
button.
passed, which was a little bit
That
hard
like
to believe
button.
considering their history. Also, around the same time, Von had been spotted commenting
Subscribe.
on IG, calling famous Dex a
Comment,
homophobic
share.
slur in response to Dex saying
I
that he was
do get
emotional
back
about
in that
Duck's
comment
passing.
box.
Frankly, I didn't believe
Help
a
your
word of
boy
Von's
get that
tweets, and I don't
50K
think you should
subscribers,
either.
chat.
But it really
If you
just
ain't
seemed
got
like
one
Von was
rolled
having
up,
a
you
good
gotta roll
time
it up.
without
You got it
a care
rolled
in the
up
world,
and light it
ensuring
up.
that he or his team would
Kick back
never
and chill
be
with your boy
implicated in
Kid
the
Fuck
murder
out
of
some
Duck.
done.
In fact, during this period, Von
We doing
and
a
his team were
reaction
having
and
a great
reaction.
time, with Von flying out several
truth
O-Block
behind
members to
FBG
Atlanta
Duck.
to hang out with him and enjoy his success. Whilst in Atlanta, Muwok and C
Being
Murder
alive.
were seen filming a music video with Von, ironically in a fake jailhouse setup.
How you looking, boy? They talking about murder, whole ass. The big low on here, he say your whole ass.
What?
Niggas be happy to go to jail too.
See,
What's
murder
going on
that
with them?
boy. Come on, Muwok, man. Go ahead, Muwok.
BJ is also seen hanging out with Von and
Hey,
other.
did the feds ever say that they would have locked Von up if
Most definitely.
members in Atlanta, and in one spectacular display of self-snitching, Von goes live whilst getting off of a plane with Muwop, where he openly tells a fan that Muwop has loads of bodies.
This Muwop, he crazy. He got all type of bodies out this player. Oh, no. Come on, Muwop. My mama, come on. My bodyguard. Come on, bodyguard.
Meanwhile, back on O-Block, after that
you trying to use that camera, that nigga tripping.
Pointed at C-Thang after saying that Duck was murdered for dissing T-Roy, C-Thang would continue to go live on IG. And of course, everybody is in his comments saying that Boss Top spilled the beans about O-Block killing Duck and letting him know personally that the feds do know that C-Thang was involved. In fact, at one point when responding to a fan who asked who was on the block, C-Thang slips up and nearly says all of the killers, quickly correcting himself and saying members.
Shit. All the members.
He would go on to deny ever knowing Duck.
What you think about Duck?
Man, slow.
And later, he would say that he has a song coming that is
slow
no
as
cap,
fuck.
meaning that the song contains no lies and everything that he says on it is true.
Ain't no cap in that shit neither, boy.
Now, despite not getting arrested, these guys would be fools to think that the feds weren't at least paying some attention. And so, on October the 7th, 2020, the FBI are seen patrolling through O-Block
Or
with
just
C.
slow
Murder
as fuck.
himself deciding to film them.
Oh my mama, bro. Oh my mama, they on the block, Scud.
Yeah, on the blocks, cuz.
What?
Those are the beds, bro. Is you crazy? Boy, nigga, have y'all not
I wouldn't
seen
even be out there recording that shit.
You see that
I'd
on
been
your block,
gone.
bro? That's the DEA, bro. Hell no.
I'd have been like,
And
the
they
fuck
pulled
about
up
here.
park, and they like, yeah, we finna hop out, get it done real quick. Ain't nobody gonna do nothing, trust me. We the feds. Tight.
What the fuck? Is they coming to my car? Don't come to my car! Oh yeah, that's DEA, FBI, on Dave. And here come
DEA,
motherfucking
FBI.
Parkway security telling on everybody.
In fact,
You
C.
better
Murder
show
actually
escort them right. Yeah, they be over there, sir.
O-Block
You want them ones?
fuck.
Okay, I'm gonna take it right on. Watch.
I got you.
Hold that motherfucker up.
Whatever, say.
Hold that motherfucker up.
Let's see what that's. He don't even know who that is.
So it's clear that the
They got
feds are at
both
least
of them,
surveilling
man.
O-Block, but no arrests have been made.
Crazy.
Y'all was supposed to. So y'all slow. That's what that is, folks. On the guys, y'all just don't. Y'all can't be real street niggas to know.
Well, I
Okay,
got the
feds
fuck.
are in the block right now. I know. I just popped somebody famous.
Man, that
I
motherfucker,
know people in the comments already putting two and two together. I know we've been talking about Duck and all this, that, third, flip, flap, third. Yeah, let me take my ass on somewhere. Y'all stayed in the block. Y'all stayed right there. I don't understand
At this
that
point.
shit.
But funnily enough, King Von seems to have his own surveillance crew in O-Block, a camera crew following him around and making documentaries about him and his crew as his career continues to rise.
I go back to Parkway. You know, I see all my old, friends, all the guys out there. All the guys' mamas and shit. Go see everybody like that.
And away from the cameras in the music, King Von would continue to diss FBG Duck at every single opportunity. His October release, Welcome to O-Block, contained numerous disses aimed at Duck, and while on a press run for this new release, Von would even check in with DJ Academics for an on-the-phone interview. And it was in this interview where DJ Academics presses King Von about his earlier tweets, suggesting that Von was lying when he said that him and Duck had squashed their beef, with Von denying that he died, suggesting that somebody had deleted the DMs between them.
You know you and Duck didn't make up. His mom came out and said, you and Duck.
Gang, how you gonna tell? See, this ain't right. Gang, how y'all gonna tell?
His mom said that would never happen.
His mama was not there. I ain't never met his mama. I don't know his mama. You see what I'm saying? I've talked to him. You see what I'm saying? And then they deleted all our DMs so I can't show him the...
Now, from here, a flustered Von tries to sidestep his past beef with Duck, saying that they just went to school together.
It ain't... They just make it look real crazy to y'all. These just really people we all went to school with.
Nah, that shit do look crazy to me. I kid you not.
That's how they make it. But then,
like, yo,
you gotta understand, like you said, they right there down the street. We went to school. Like, it ain't that serious, you know. And then, you know, it's just that we ain't cool no more. It was, you know, but it ain't that serious. Like, it's to the point where let's talk about it. It ain't fuck that shit. And both of us rapping, we can figure some shit out. We need to stop the shit, all the violence, all the shit. That shit. We got a voice, you see what I'm saying? Like, if we tell Chicago fall back, tell Chicago fall back.
And eventually, Academics asks Von how he felt when he found out about Duck's death. And at this point, I kid you not, King Von begins to slowly eat cereal out of the box, telling Academics that he was hurt by Duck's death in an incredibly unconvincing manner.
Were you saddened by the news that he was murdered then?
Man, that shit hurt. I ain't gonna go to sleep at night. I can't believe that shit.
At this point, King Von couldn't even continue keeping a straight face. So he tells Academics to hold on and points the camera away from his face, when for a moment we hear what sounds like King Von and his homie BJ just straight up sniggering and laughing. And even when Von gets his composure and comes back on camera, he slips up because for a very brief moment we see BJ in the back of the car laughing uncontrollably.
Can't believe that shit. Hold on, man.
No, bro, this nigga is a troll.
Oh, let's talk about some other shit though.
Let's talk about some other shit though. And girl.
They analyzing all this shit. Like,
Not a great look, guys. Not a great look. But in the end, none of that would really matter, because no one could have expected what would happen next. As King Von, the chosen one, the head honcho of his crew of fearless hitters, would end up being let down by his crew and himself, losing his life in the streets, but in a whole different state. Weirdly, for reasons completely unrelated to this long, bloody war.
You already know what it is, chat. You in the building with your boy Katie Fox in the dungeon. All you gotta do is hit that like button, that comment button, subscribe to the channel. You feel me? Help your boy to get the 50K subs, and we gonna be in the building. That's all I ask, chat. You know, we did the reaction of the truth behind FBG Duck murder. Just help your boy get to the 50K subscribers. Hit that like button, comment. I do get back in the comment box, you know. And we out of here, chat. And like that.